Little girl walked into the Millionaire CEO's office with resume and one sentence that made him cry. Welcome to our channel where we share with you the most interesting stories from around the world. Stay with us until the end of the video to find out what little girl said to the millionaire. A young girl was walking past the office building when she saw an open door. She looked inside and saw a man sitting at his desk. The girl adjusted her little briefcase, knocked on the door and entered. Startled by the sudden intrusion, the man in the office asked, "What can I do for you?" The girl replied, "I'm here for the job." The man looked at the child in disbelief and asked, "What job? You're just a kid. How old are you?" The girl smiled mysteriously and said, "That doesn't matter. I'm here for the job." The man still couldn't understand why a child would want to work for him. But seeing that she was serious, he asked, "Okay, what experience do you have?" The girl took a deep breath and said, "I may be young, but I've worked hard to get where I am today." She then handed the man her resume. The man looked over the document and realized that the girl was quite qualified. He was impressed by her many skills and decided to hire her on the spot. He offered her the position with an annual salary of $120,000 plus benefits. The girl happily accepted the offer and began working the next day. One day while they were having lunch together, the man asked the girl, "Why did you come to me? Why did you want this job?" The girl looked at him for a moment before answering, "Because I'm not like other girls my age. I'm different. I don't want to play with dolls or wear dresses. I want to work and earn money. I want to be a millionaire like you someday." The man was deeply moved by the girl's words and thought about his own life. He realized that he had been so focused on making money that he had forgotten the simple joys in life. He decided to take the girl under his wing and teach her everything he knew about business. Together, they worked hard, and the girl quickly became one of the most successful employees in the company. She was smart, motivated, and always willing to learn new things. As the years went on, the girl grew up and became a beautiful young woman. She never forgot the lessons her mentor had taught her, and she eventually became one of the richest people in the world. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, there lived a poor widow and her only child, a brilliant young boy named Timmy. They lived in a tiny cottage on the edge of town, and their days were filled with hard work and struggle just to make ends meet. Timmy's father had been a carpenter, and he had passed down his skills to his son, who was now considered the best young woodworker in the village. Despite their humble beginnings, Timmy had big dreams. He wanted more than just the simple life that his mother and the villagers expected of him. He wanted to see the world and all that it had to offer. One day, Timmy's mother fell ill, and he knew that he needed to do something to help her. That's when he decided to enter the annual town competition, where the first prize was a hefty sum of money that could help his mother get the medical attention she needed. Timmy spent weeks working on his entry, pouring all his skill and heart into the project. Finally, the day of the competition arrived, and Timmy proudly displayed his work. A beautiful wooden chest, adorned with intricate carvings and designs. The judges were impressed by the craftsmanship and awarded Timmy first place. But when he went to collect his prize, he learned that the competition had been rigged. The mayor's son, a spoiled and entitled young man named Chad, had bribed the judges to ensure that he won. And now he stood before Timmy, gloating and making fun of the young man's loss. Enraged and desperate, Timmy confronted Chad, demanding that he be disqualified. But Chad simply laughed in his face and reminded him that he had nothing to offer. At that moment, Timmy felt defeated and hopeless. But then he remembered his father's words. "Never give up, son. Even when the world seems dark, there is always light to be found." With renewed determination, Timmy picked himself up and started planning his next move. He knew that he needed to do something extraordinary to get the recognition he deserved. So he set out on a journey to learn new skills and gain the knowledge he needed to succeed. He traveled from village to village, working odd jobs and learning from experienced craftsmen. Along the way, he honed his skills, determination, and patience, all while keeping his father's words in mind. Years passed, and Timmy eventually returned to his hometown, no longer the same young man who had entered the competition all those years ago. Now known as the Prodigy, he was a master woodworker, renowned for his incredible skills and unique designs. People from all over came to him for custom orders, and soon he was earning enough money to provide for his mother and start a family of his own. But Timmy never forgot the pain and humiliation he had endured at the hands of Chad in the rigged competition. and when he heard that Chad was running for mayor on a platform of progress and prosperity, he knew that he had to do something. Timmy organized a public event, inviting everyone in town to attend. At the event, he unveiled his latest masterpiece, a magnificent wooden statue of the town's patron saint. The craftsmanship was so exquisite that it left everyone in awe, and Timmy's reputation as a master woodworker was cemented. But Timmy wasn't done yet. He turned his attention to the mayoral election, campaigning against Chad and exposing his opponent's corruption and lies. With the support of the townspeople, Timmy was able to defeat Chad and bring a new era of honesty and integrity to the town. From that day on, Timmy served his community with honor and pride, always remembering the importance of hard work, perseverance, and integrity. And whenever he faced challenges, he drew strength from his father's words, knowing that even in the darkest of times, the light of hope would always shine through. One day, a wealthy businessman named William Vanderbilt was strolling through Central Park when he noticed a young girl sitting on a bench. The girl, who was no older than 8 years old, was crying softly to herself. Concerned by the sight, Mr. Vanderbilt approached the girl and asked her why she was so upset. "I've lost my dog," the girl replied between sobs. "Dawn, and I need to find him as soon as possible. My father will be furious if he finds out that I've lost him." Mr. Vanderbilt, touched by the girl's distress, offered to help her find her dog. He searched the park for a while, but without success. Just when he was about to give up, he spotted a man walking toward them with a small terrier in his hands. "Excuse me, Mr. Vanderbilt," called out to the man. "Did you find a dog in the park?" The man looked at Mr. Vanderbilt and then at the girl and realized that they were talking about the dog in his hands. "Yes, I did," he said. "This dog ran up to me and licked my hand. I thought it might be lost, so I picked it up and brought it here to find its owner." The girl's face lit up with joy when she saw her dog. She ran over and hugged the man, thanking him profusely for finding her pet. "You're welcome," the man replied with a smile. "I'm just glad I could help." As the girl and her dog walked away, Mr. Vanderbilt turned to the man and asked him how much he owed him for his help. "Oh, it's all right," the man replied. "I didn't do it for money. I just wanted to help." Mr. Vanderbilt insisted on paying the man, but he refused. "No, really, it's all right," the man said. "I don't need any money. I'm already rich." Confused by the man's words, Mr. Vanderbilt asked, "How can you be rich and still go around picking up stray dogs?" The man looked at Mr. Vanderbilt and said, "Because being rich isn't about money. It's about being content with what you have and finding happiness in helping others. I'm rich in spirit, and that's all that matters." Mr. Vanderbilt was taken aback by the man's words, and he realized that he had much to learn about true wealth. He thanked the man for his wisdom and went on his way, pondering the meaning of his words. From that day on, Mr. Vanderbilt began to see wealth in a new light. He started to find joy in helping others and giving back to the community, and he realized that true wealth was not just about money, but about living a life filled with purpose and meaning. The story serves as a reminder that true wealth is not just about material possessions, but also about one's character, values, and contributions to society. It encourages readers to find happiness in helping others and to strive to make a positive impact on the world. All right, friends, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our latest videos.